Skeets, if you had to sum up the summer of dunks in 3 words, what words would they be?
Me, and me.
Would you ask a conductor for a request? Let me hear a little Vivaldi. You pick the season.
It causes hemorrhoids, Matt. Didn't you know that?
It probably
Sticking a candle up your butt? Lit or unlit? Hello and welcome to Is This Good? The show where we boldly, conclusively, and scientifically decide what things in this big wide world are good. I'm Matt Austin, and with me as always is production powerhouse Jason Doyle.
Hello.
Hi JD, thanks for coming. Off the top, a public service announcement. If you're listening to this on the No Dunks feed, this is the last time the show will appear there, so please subscribe to Is This Good on your favorite podcast app, and you'll get this show with a new guest every week, plus a second amazing weekly show with me and JD. Pause the show and do it now. Pause. Okay, I assume everyone just paused the show, and then they came back. Welcome back. Thanks for subscribing. I promise it's a decision you will not regret. Now please enjoy this final installment of the Summer of Dunks. Today's guest is a longtime advocate for running who has recently discovered the dark side of his chosen athletic pursuit. That's right, his jogging addiction has forced him to drain his bank account so he can buy a whole new wardrobe. Not because he's lost weight, but because his calves are too big. Tragic.
Yeah.
Please welcome from No Dunks, the oldest and best basketball podcast on the planet, the man with the giant hams, J.E. Skeets.
Yeah. Thank you for having me back. I think I started the Summer of Dunks, and here I am ending the Summer of Dunks. I do want to know, do you have a bunch of, actual cool, good guests lined up as you now pivot back to ITG in your own feed?
Okay, so the qualifications were good and cool?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, why? Has there anyone been on that you've listened and said that guy or woman was not good or cool?
No, I'm just more curious. Are we bringing anyone back? Or are we going all new people?
Oh, that's interesting. No,
yeah.
we're starting off with newbies, but
Awesome.
I think eventually we'll cycle in some people that people have enjoyed and people that wouldn't mind receiving another query from me to join the show.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to it. You know I'm subscribed to Is This Good on YouTube and the podcast feeds, so I can't wait.
Well, I was just thinking that some of the people we've had on the show have gone on to great success. Like Fumi Abe, for instance, he was on the show, just got named Vulture's one of their comedians to watch this year.
Wow.
Oh, Fumi. Congrats.
There you go. Congratulations.
Yeah, he's blowing up. Rachel Scanlon, she's been on a tour. I swear to God, since we did the show, she's been on a sold out tour. So some people, they came on the show. We blew them up too big,
Yeah,
it's
they're not going to return your
hate, calls. Yeah, it's I hurt myself in a way, but at the same time I want to see everyone succeed. So that's something I put on my shoulders,
That's nice.
What are you going to do? Hey, could somebody have me on their show so I can blow up?
Right?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you should be appearing on more shows to talk about Is This Good? Yeah.
It's like in the early days of Twitter when someone followed you and then they'd be like, follow back.
Yeah.
Well, I've had people on the show that haven't followed back,
Wow.
aka had me on their show. So we're going into this second season with some gripes.
So you have to, when you have these new people on, Is This Good? You have to almost end on camera by saying, hey, thanks for joining me here today. I'm looking forward to coming on your podcast or your television show, or maybe do 10 minutes before your stand-up set. Yeah, you have to really be aggressive inviting yourself over or in or on.
Yeah, and then I make them confirm it on the show. I don't let them leave without a confirmation.
Yeah, right.
Right, so that's cool, right? Well, yeah, I'm sure we'll figure it out. All right, what day? Give me a couple days.
Let's get our calendars
We'll
out.
have my producer schedule it. All right, March 5th. And then, okay, but you're not going to cancel the week before, are you? No, why would I do that? Okay, maybe swear on your child's life?
Yeah, this is get aggressive. Get yourself on all these other people's platforms.
Yeah. If you just
being nice is not working.
No.
Are you willing to open up your bank account? Because then you could easily go on Fumi's show, right? Cash Cuties? That's all it takes.
You think that's what's holding him back from inviting? First of all, he would have to invite me, then I would say, okay. Yeah. But I'm not going to just tell him without the invitation. I don't want to be...
Yeah.
don't want to be that rude.
Why don't you get the pea hounds doing some of this work for you? Get them out there blasting other comedians or other podcasts and saying, you gotta bring on MattyO.
I'd say it's an interesting point because, Ryan Nanny from Celebrity Hot Tub on Twitter from the Shutdown Fullcast, I had him on because he sent out a tweet saying, hey, I will appear on anyone's podcast.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if I know what I'm talking about or not. And someone sent that tweet to me and I said, hey, have I got a podcast?
And he was great. I love that
Ryan
one.
was great.
That was a fun one. He got up to what was the number he was at on how many podcasts he had appeared on?
I think he was already 72 by the time he appeared on our show.
Holy crap. That's incredible.
Yeah, and he said ours was the best one.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Of course.
But are your calves okay?
My calves are okay. Yeah, look, I'm a skinny guy, but I have somewhat larger calves to the rest of my body because of running. And I said, I think my jeans are out of style now. They're a little too tight. These are not skin tight jeans, but they're the slim cut. And I don't know, I don't know if they ever looked cool, but they definitely don't look cool now with all these big pants everybody's wearing. What are you doing over there?
I'm struggling right now.
See? We're in a pants crisis.
Now, it's like people are like, people don't change their minds, This is the best example of how people do change their minds because there are no variables. It's me. It's the same person. It's the same clothing that I've had. It's the same mirror I'm looking in. But why do I suddenly look in that mirror and go, this looks like fucking shit?
I know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I 100% agree with you. Not even just pants. Shirts I've had for decades where I've had no issue when I put it on looking in the mirror going, that looks nice. This looks really good. Fits me perfectly. Now I go, oh my God. What's going on? My little tummy's coming out. Yeah, it's too tight on my arms because now everything's
okay.
baggy
But that's different. That's different, though. Oh, so you're not saying because I've put on 10 pounds.
No,
since.
It's more the style. It's more what's in.
It's the style.
Yeah.
But there are some people that it's lame because this style started at least 2 years ago. It's not like this just happened and we're confused by it.
It's you're right. It's a slow burn to become more popular in the mainstream.
Yeah, but that's why that's why I'll never be on the vanguard because it takes me 3 years of seeing people in baggy pants and looser fitting clothing to then look in the mirror and go, oh, I look dumb now.
Right.
But the first week I was like, they look dumb.
Right. That's
now
issue.
the tables have turned.
Yeah.
Guys, you just have to embrace your old mannishness. That's what I've done.
Yeah.
It's like you see the old 90-year-old still wearing saddle shoes and the high-waisted pants. He's been wearing that since the 1950s, man, and that's me with the flannel shirt and whatever.
Yeah, you have to own your own style,
own
whatever
the style,
it is.
and then that guy dresses like the old woman who's married to that beehive. You know what I mean? It's just that's my style, and that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do? Because I'm not in the same position as you because I have friends that will tell me, you look like shit. These clothes are not to be worn. I don't think you have anyone in your life confronting you about your style choice.
Literally no one. But I don't live in L.A. Maybe you should move away from L.A.
Hold on. I hate to peel back the curtain. I don't know, about 15, 20 minutes ago, I heard JD walk up to Esh, who helps us produce No Buffs, our Survivor podcast.
Yeah,
hey, Matt,
true.
You should come on it sometime. And I heard JD go, hey, I gotta ask you, Rachel wanted me to ask you, where'd you get your pants from?
Yeah.
Oh,
And he was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, these are nice pants you got on. Rachel said I might look good in them. And the answer was Old Navy.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
surprising.
I perked up. Old Navy. I didn't know that place still existed.
That's definitely in my budget, so...
Yeah, you were like, good. That's good.
Yeah. I was afraid he was going to say, I don't know.
So you care a little bit is what my point is.
I do. I care. I like to...
And JD doing a sexual harassment in your tiny workplace.
Hey, take those pants off. Let me see.
Hey,
Let me try them on.
Yeah.
I like the way the dumpy looks in them jeans.
Give me a little spin. A little spin, Ash.
You look great.
What? Now you can't compliment anyone anymore? All right. Well, Skeets, One thing that I was excited to follow up on you with, you just went on vacation. We had you on before. I thought it'd be a nice little coda to the Summer of Dunks. You would come on and tell us, how did it go when you gave the flight attendants and the pilot those gift bags? And then, spoiler alert, you texted me, you said, don't ask me about the gift bags. I say, why? You say, we didn't give them out.
Well, we didn't give them out. Nora did not give them out. And I think what happened is this good? It was a public service announcement. We almost talked her out of it.
Really?
And the issues with it, yeah. Where at least she got self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
Some of the points I was bringing up.
Interesting.
Teacher's
Because
pet.
Yeah. Last time you said you hate being on this show because it always involves you getting into a fight with your wife. But I think what you're saying is you're thankful for this show because it allows you to come on and in a non-confrontational manner say all the things you want to say to your wife directly, knowing that she's going to listen to
Well,
this.
that, and you saved me, I don't know, $25 of dumb chocolate in the airport I was going to give to a stranger who I had already paid $1,000 to fly on an Airbus.
Right.
Yeah. So, no, we didn't do it. I'm sorry. I did want to do it because I wanted to see, how's this going to work? What are we going to do here? Are we going to get anything out of this? But in the end, she elected against it.
Well, all the money you saved on chocolates, Nora, please make Skeets spend it on a wide leg jean.
Oh, yeah.
I want this guy in a nice work pant. I want him in maybe a pair of Carhartts. Some Dickies, perhaps.
Carhartt.
Are you kidding me? You know what that does when you say it even a wide leg? I go, it's going to be heavy. I don't like to feel weighed down.
Don't do it. Just commit to your look. This is your look for the rest of your life.
No, JD. Sorry. Sorry. We're still young and vital.
No, you're
not.
The streets.
You're
not.
We're going to the bars. We're going to the clubs. We're going to the lounges.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. When was the last time you
We're
went to a
hanging with the
bar?
glitterati.
Do you think I'd look like a better dancer with a wide leg pant, like swishing around, or does it still look cooler, streamlined?
Like a Jinko?
Not that big. Just not a bell bottom.
I think I think everything you do will instantly become cooler.
Because there's just more movement.
Well, no, just because. Well, yes, it is interesting because breakdancers have always worn like a big old t-shirt.
Yeah, I think it looks cooler.
Yeah, flowing, and then you could maybe do some cool moves where like you put one hand in and then you go like that. But then
beat the chest, beat the heartbeat.
You're beating heart. Okay, JD, you see, I know about breakdancing. Okay, I can't wear
you
the
heard
same
about
thing forever.
breakdancing already? Wow. Okay.
You know it's coming to the Olympics.
You know what's behind here where you can't see? Cardboard. All right, it's in the living room floor.
Wow, we're practicing for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Or there's going to be breakdancing. If someone does that, if like the worst nation at breakdancing does MattyO's heartbeat under the shirt, that'd be iconic.
Well, no, actually, Jill came home yesterday from a line dancing night.
Oh, wow.
Okay, country music is popular now, JD, so you wouldn't know that. But if you got varying styles, you get invited to the cool places. You will know country music is in, line dancing is in. It's a big line dancing thing. Anyways, all this to say, she was like, oh, play a song with a slower beat just so I could teach it to you. I could not do the first fucking move. I couldn't do the shuffle. I couldn't shuffle.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I'm not a terrible dancer
That's what I mean.
either.
Yeah. Like you're fairly coordinated. Like I don't understand why you couldn't pick it up at least. Like,
could a man who's not coordinated do this?
Matt is doing, I don't know what you would call that.
Walk like an Egyptian.
It was in the Remember the Time video. You know, where you move your neck.
Yeah.
You keep your hands above your head, almost like in a prayer.
Yeah,
and then you move
do
your
it
neck.
very well. I mean,
No, I can't do it at all. Yeah. You could do it. Try it.
No.
Yeah. You did better. You did
It was
better.
a little bit better.
It was better.
You can't, tough to do sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's the problem.
What's the shuffle? Is that like just going?
No, you gotta like move your knee like forward like that. Okay. Anyways, it's not important. This is a video podcast.
That's
Go
like
on
the last
YouTube
thing
if you wanna
dancing
see
should
some
be,
cool
though.
Dancing.
Dancing shouldn't be. We shouldn't all be doing the same thing.
Yeah, but it looks cool when everyone's doing it.
It looks
You
cool.
have
It
to
does.
admit.
It does look
when the
cool.
whole club
It's
is
like
doing
any
the
sort
same
of boy
thing.
band all doing the same moves. You're like, that does sort of look
Yeah.
cool, even if the move isn't all that slick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
What about this one? What about this? Backstreet's Back?
Oh, yeah. Hey, that song's called Everybody, right? Backstreet's Back.
Everybody, brackets, parentheses, Backstreet's Back.
Is that a Halloween song?
Great question. Halloween is coming up. I will say yes. I actually will say yes. Because if you put it on
Why?
at a Halloween party, people would get the
Big time,
association.
big time. Video has a Halloween theme.
Does it?
Yeah, they're all in
didn't know that.
costume. They're in like a haunted house. And you're right. It has like there's something spooky about the song.
It does have a spooky bass line. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
yeah.
dun,
No,
dun, dun.
Backstreet's back. Guess who else comes back? Zombies, ghosts.
Right.
Okay.
Backstreet, boy
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah.
NSYNC just came back. Anything could happen.
Well, I'm saying I heard it on the radio, and I was pretty convinced it was like, yeah, October's here, Halloween season. I'm like, I said to Nora, I was like, this is a Halloween song now. Or has it always been? I didn't realize it. So we had a big debate about that.
I think it's in the canon. There
Yeah.
always needs to be new, good Halloween songs. There's very few. Just like Christmas songs. We need good ones to enter the canon.
Yeah.
All right, Skeets, some quick housekeeping. As I said, the Summer of Dunks has come to an end. So I'm going to remind you again, please subscribe to Is This Good on your chosen podcast app. We would love to have you as part of the ITG family. Skeets, if you had to sum up the Summer of Dunks in 3 words, what words would they be?
Me, and me.
Me.
No, not me. me, and me. Phil, Skeets, and this guy. No, I don't know. That's tough. You're putting
You're
me
saying
on
we
the
worked
spot.
you too hard?
I mean, I start to wonder if I'm the only one doing no dunks. Yeah. I feel like I've been on 8 times.
Well, the words I was going to use was smooth, seamless synergy.
Yeah, that works too. I'm kidding. I love coming on this. I'm offended when I'm not asked. Yeah, that's great. That works. I hopefully people have been at least finding the show maybe on No Dunks and making their way to the ITG world.
That's right. And it's look, it's a show that you didn't have to plan for.
Oh, I don't have a computer. I love it.
You just show up. It's not that much work, everyone. He's fine. He's okay.
It's not. Well, no, there's a lot of pressure actually, Matt. If you'd like to know, Rachel, JD's wife.
Yeah.
Well, she says I'm the greatest guest ever on Is This Good? Her words, not mine.
She does say that. She does.
Her
say
words. And so now she tells me that. She told me this like months ago. Every time I come on, I'm like, Rachel's in the back of my head. Say something funny. Come up with a great angle. Seriously. This isn't easy. Just because I'm not leading anything, I gotta, come with the takes.
It's almost more pressure.
Come with
right?
yeah,
it's easy for me. I just tell you the topic. You got to
Right.
But behind the curtain, I got to actually prep more because then I don't know how much the guest is prepped. So it is more work for me. And ultimately, this succeeds and fails on my ability to be funny. So if you'd like to support the show, because it is very hard, and we don't make any money doing it, please join our Patreon at patreon.com/isthisgood. If you want to buy merch, go to isthisgoodpod.com and send topics for future shows to isthisgoodpod@gmail.com. And subscribe on YouTube so you can see our cool dancing. All right, Skeets, the premise of the show is very simple. I'm going to give you a topic. You tell me if it's good. First topic, at littlejack_Horner asks, requesting songs from a DJ. Is this good? Now, you've been on both sides of the fence.
Been on both sides for sure. Well, I've been dancing out there in my tight pants. But I have DJ'd. I've DJ'd with you before.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I mean, look,
the ones.
It's a bit
there was only one.
It all comes down to, like, were we really DJing? We were playing music. We were changing songs on the fly and reading the room. If that's DJing too, yes. Now, were we mixing and all that? Not really. There's some fades.
We're crossfading.
Yeah.
Crossfading.
But anyway, I've done it with you. I've done it for, in high school, I did it with our friend Ken. So I've done it a handful of times. And I will say it's not good. To ask a DJ or to request a song from a DJ. Now, look, I think at a wedding, I have no real issues with that. Should you tip when you do it? What do you think about that?
Interesting.
Pay someone off.
I mean, I've never done that, but I've never
I have too much
asked-
integrity. I'm not taking $5 to play a shitty song.
What
in the
about
middle
a
of set
drink?
That's
What
crushing.
about let me buy you a drink?
Yeah.
As a
It's a
thank
wedding.
you.
It could be an open bar.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, I'm ultimately deciding no, this is not good. I think you should trust the DJ. It is their job to read a room and play the right songs and whatever. Like, it's like music's going to be tough in a room full of 100 people. You're not going to please everyone. And then you get into the issue, if you think this is okay, of people, they have shitty taste in music. Mm-hmm. And just because they're asking because they want to hear a particular song doesn't mean like, oh, well, now you like feel beholden that you have to play it. So you don't want that. And like when we did it, Matt, like we did it at a wedding, our friend's wedding, and it was great. Overall, it was a blast. But I even remember I was like, we were getting annoyed. Like people were coming up like, oh, could you play that again or play this? And you're like, guys, just go party and dance. Like we're killing it here. And like 99% of the room is doing it. Don't worry, we got you. You're in good hands. So it became, I do remember being like, oh my God, this is a little annoying. But I don't know how you
have you never been drunk enough that you've, in a bar or club, made a request from the DJ? Because there are times where you're so sure, if you play this song, the dance floor will explode. You feel it so sure in your head and in your body. Yeah,
but I want to trust that DJ that he'll get there.
Yes, you're right.
Right?
You're right.
So it's like, if anything, I should be. It's like everybody's got to play their part, right? The DJ's got to play great songs, yes. But also, we gotta, if he's playing good songs, he or she, we gotta be on the dance floor bringing it. Mm-hmm. We feed off each other.
Yes.
So the last thing I should be doing is standing there saying, hey, can you play everybody? Backstreet's Back? It's October now. It's a Halloween jam. No, I mean, I should be out doing my part on the dance floor, but, hopefully the song.
You take out your phone, you load up the video on YouTube, you say, you see, Nick is dressed as a werewolf.
I don't think I have, Matt. I'm racking my brain.
Okay, you're respectful.
I don't think I have.
JD, you've been a DJ. How do you deal with this?
I would never make a request to a DJ ever. Because yes,
I'm sure you've been requested.
Oh yeah, hundreds of times. Yeah, like 4 or 5 times a night.
Do you just pretend that you're going to play it, or do you
usually? Well, the place that I was, it was a basic bar. Almost like DJing a wedding in a way. Mm-hmm. Like it's just a classic set list. We start with some dance music and then we move into rock and get into that stuff and throw in some makeout jams here and there. It's a set
I just love
night.
that you called it a classic playlist.
Well, you know what I mean, like a classic dance party dance list. Trying to please everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So 9 times out of 10, they would come up and say, hey, play Sweet Child of Mine. I'm like, yeah, it's coming out. Don't worry, it's coming. Like I was going to play it. Like everybody asks for it every night kind of thing. So, but, and then there's some idiot who's like, oh, could you play Steely Dan, blah, blah, blah. And this is back in 1991. I was like, no, I'm not. I don't have it, even if I did.
Oh, the classic I don't have it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But then that became an issue because people are like, well, let me just plug in my phone.
Well, luckily there wasn't that back then. But what do you think about this? I've been to weddings where the couple has like a list of songs they do not want played.
Oh, yeah, that's quite common, I think, now.
Oh, I think I'm okay with that. Like, if you have 3 songs that you're like, I don't want to hear Uptown Funk.
Right.
I think that's fine.
Right.
But some people give the guy or girl a list.
Yeah.
Like, play these songs.
Right.
That is a bad idea. I think you want to give them maybe 20 songs and be like, this is sort of the sandbox that you can play in.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think you want to dictate play these songs because a lot of it is reading a room and feeling it out when to release the Kraken, so to speak.
Yeah, if you're in the hands of a good DJ, he or she will take you on a journey. You may not get to hear your fucking Ballroom Blitz or whatever stupid song you want to hear.
Ballroom Blitz. That is the suggestion of a man that has tight pants.
People love that song. People fucking love it.
That song.
They love it. But you may not hear that, but you'll be taken on a sonic journey, and you won't be sorry. You won't be sorry. Mm-hmm. If it's a good DJ.
Do you think the move, if you are a DJ and someone is requesting a song, you just do the classic, oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
You just go, yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, it's in the hopper. Yep. Good call.
Yeah.
And just like build them up just to get them back out there. And then they're out there and they just keep waiting the whole night. And then it 100%. Never comes. And they probably forget by the 3rd song.
But that has happened to me. And then like they come up again. You're like, yep, it's coming. And then at the end of the night, like the lights come up and then they come to you and they're like, look genuinely so sad and hurt.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, that's tough.
You didn't play it.
Yeah, that's a loser. Or you could say, I already played it. You missed it. You must have been in the can.
Oh,
when
gaslight.
You went out,
just gaslight them.
Just totally gaslight them. Yeah.
I played. Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm absolutely sure I played Piano Man by Billy Joel. 100%.
Oh, you just like, just play a little, what's his name? Night Talk. What's his name? Night Ripper. What the hell's the guy's name? Girl Talk.
Yeah, Girl Talk.
I got there. Night Ripper is the name of one of his albums. Yeah, I played Girl Talk.
You want to hear
all the songs
every
were in
song?
It. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I played it. It was in there. You missed it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll spoil this now and say that 54% of people said that requesting a song from a DJ is good, which kind of shocked me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think it's just this idea people confuse the hospitality industry, which I would say, like, a bar is, it's part of the hospitality industry. They confuse that to mean, like, do whatever I need you to do to make me happy. You know what I mean? Like, just the same people at a restaurant that are like, I see this fish is grilled with a salsa verde on top. I'd like it fried. Like, no. Well, I want it. Customer's always right. Like, this is a hospitality. Be hospitable. But that's not what it means. Like,
you could see why. And to go back what I said to start this, like, you could see why I feel like it's a little more okay at a wedding to do it to a DJ, because in that sense,
would you ask a conductor for a request? Would you say, "Let me hear a little Vivaldi. You pick the season."
Well, I guess like you could have gone like, should I be walking around the wedding photographer going,
great point.
Bad angle. Come around here a little bit
angle.
more, or like, and I've seen people do this, by the way. Obviously, like people that are more professional.
But that is a tricky one, because it is totally acceptable to tell the photographer what to photograph, just not how. Like, oh, can you get a picture of Skeets? Like, he flew in, and I want to make sure I get a picture of him with the bride and groom, or whatever, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's acceptable.
Well, look, I guess my point is, maybe if I'm a guest at the wedding, shouldn't be asking the DJ to play songs, but it feels a little more okay for the bride or groom. I mean, it is their big day, and maybe they do want to hear a particular song. Now, all of this should be done in advance, right? Like you said, either the list of songs not to play, the songs to play, or particular times when to play these songs, then you should do that. But yeah, they shouldn't have us coming up as, smart as we are when it comes to music.
Respect the professional, and also trust in the joy of hearing something that you didn't know you wanted to hear.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is happening before. I mean, I have DJ'd in bars. Like, I don't want to overstate it, because this is not a long, illustrious career. I did have the CDJs going, but people's minds will be... No, I have to laugh at this on my own. People's minds will be blown. Shut the fuck up, man, okay? That's why people don't want to come on this podcast. No, but I'm fine. I've seen people's minds blown. I've seen people that are on certain drugs, as you got the aux cord, and they're like, play this, play that. You're like, no, I got this.
Oh, you want to go here.
And then you fucking put on Drive by the Cars as they're just fucking melting into the grass outside. And they're like, what are these synths? They're like wrapping around me like a wraith, From Lord of the Rings. I just have to mention Lord of the Rings once on every show, just because it upsets people. All right, as I said, people say it's good. Now, I didn't put the poll up at the right time, so the poll still is open, so it might change. But just know that when we record the show, people said it was good.
Well, it's close, though. It's basically
It's very close.
Yeah.
It's very close. All right, moving on. Lucas R. asks, staycations, are they good? So Lucas wrote in here. He said, hey, Matt and JD. My wife and I are getting ready to celebrate our anniversary. We've been looking at places to go. We spent hours researching destinations, but couldn't find anything that stood out. After a while, my wife suggested we do a staycation. Basically, would get a hotel and, quote, explore our city, as she put it. This led to a lengthy back and forth between us about the pros and cons of a staycation. So I am bringing this problem to the experts, you guys. Please save our anniversary and let us know. Are staycations good? Love the show. That's from Lucas R. I mean, I guess first question, Skeets, have you been on a staycation?
No. I have.
Wrong.
I have?
You have.
Where?
You got bed bugs.
Oh. Well, okay. This is interesting. I did get bed bugs. It wasn't in Paris. Don't go to Paris right now. Oh, my God. They're going to be here in a second.
Paris?
Oh, my God. Pandemic. Bed bugs.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
I'm not kidding.
Really?
He's so concerned. He's freaking out. Yeah, man.
I guess I'll have to get my fix of the Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas.
You're right. Now, but here's the catch. I didn't consider that a staycation, because here's why. We were going to that hotel in Toronto to use the pool. That was it. Now, we had decided, rent a room. We're bringing 20 people in illegally into this pool.
Right.
Because nobody had a pool in Toronto. It was hot as shit. And that's what we did. We rented one room, so somebody had the key, and then it had the access to get everybody up. We had a great day. We had a blast. In the end, Nora and I lived down the street. Like, we were blocks away from our condo. Yeah. And I was like, well, why don't we just stay here, I guess? Like, why not?
Paid for the room.
And then, of course, in the end, we got in. You want to know if there's bed bugs? There's usually a smell. There's an odor,
100%.
a specific
Gotta
odor.
check the mattress.
You got to check the mattress. You want to do that, but there's a smell, I'm telling you. And it had that smell, and we were like, oh. And then I'm like, oh, been drinking all day in the pool. Who cares? I'm going to pass out. And then sure enough, we wake up at like 3 in the morning. Nora's like, I got bit. There's bed bugs. And I'm like, oh, my God. So we went home. We got up at 3 in the morning, went down and said, we're getting the hell out of here.
What a vacation.
Bugs. Yeah. But I couldn't get too angry because we had done, a quote-unquote illegal move.
Right.
That they sort of allowed us to have a bunch of people there. Anyway.
In a sense, your 20 friends were bed bugs
in the pool. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So anyway, we went home. So look, I don't consider that a staycation, though. I don't.
Okay. But what do you think about the concept in general? Well, let's just say this. I want to get this out of the way. If you are doing a staycation and you're staying in your home, not good, definitively.
Well, that's, to me, wouldn't even consider that a staycation.
So you have to leave the house.
I would think so for
some
this
people are calling
definition. So hold on, what do you mean? So what do you mean? So instead of going somewhere for the weekend, we're gonna live still in our own place and do things in the city?
Yeah, you take a week off
Yeah, that's
from
called
work.
living in the city.
Yeah, but you're taking your week
JD,
off.
JD, you've done it.
I mean, have I? When?
But what do you mean? Take
know.
a week off. I get that part. But then what are you doing?
Think about a time when you might have gotten bed bugs. Then that will lead you back to the time you might have.
But hold on, what are you doing? You're just doing like tourist things in your city?
Touristy stuff, yeah.
And what does that mean?
You're going to the botanical gardens. You wouldn't normally do that. I don't fucking
so excited.
I don't know. I think that's just that to me. You're just living in your city,
Yeah.
doing things in your city. But the staycation part is getting the hotel room.
Yeah.
And, living it up like that.
Yeah. The only time that I think this is a good thing is if you have kids, you have somebody back at the house watching your kids, and you check into a hotel room for a night, for a weekend, for a week, and you never leave the hotel room. It's just a nonstop fuck fest. That's it. That sounds like a staycation for me. Yeah, bed bugs or no, like you deal with it. If you have kids back home and you just want to have some adult time with your partner, that seems like a good idea. And hey, go out for dinner, near the hotel. But basically, you're just taking a break from your life.
Just during your refractory period.
The 15 minutes in between. Yeah.
JD's just granola bars.
That's interesting. I think
he's
the
taking
kid
a
angle.
gel.
Gotta hydrate. Oh.
Yeah, he's taking his salt tab.
You ever fucked so long you need to take a gel like a marathon runner?
Fuckcation, my man.
I wear one of those backpacks with the gel or whatever.
While you're having sex?
Well, yeah.
Stay hydrated?
Just in case.
Both of
Just
you.
in case.
Yeah.
We both wear
JD,
them. That's what.
I know you need a break from the kids. So next time, just invite me over. I'll hand you little cups of water as you're going. Just take them, throw them over this.
Well, the kids' angle is interesting. I hadn't thought about that, Matt. That makes more sense. More of a pro for a staycation. Just get out of my house. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Because of my kids. But I don't know if you don't have kids. I don't know. What do you think, Matt?
Well, I see people talking online. It's like, well, the good part is you avoid the worst parts of the vacation, like packing for a bunch of different scenarios and climates and waking up early and getting a cab and getting to the airport. And
all
going through
good things.
and
none of this is
going
bad.
on a flight and getting a bus when you get there and checking in. They don't have your room ready and blah,
That's
blah,
travel.
That's called travel. And
yeah. No, I agree with you. I think those are the things, that's the resistance that you need to push through to get... it makes the experience all the better. And I think it's very likely that even if the traveling is a shit show going to Paris in a non-bedbug time,
don't go.
You'll very likely be talking about, hey, remember when we took that trip to Paris 5 years ago? You're never going to be like, remember when we booked that hotel room 2.5 miles from where we live that weekend? I just don't think it's going to be memorable.
Okay.
And I say don't be afraid of the bad parts of traveling. It's like skiing. If you ask me if I want to go skiing, my answer is always no. Because all I'm thinking about is, I gotta wake up early, I gotta put on all those fucking clothes, I gotta drive, the weather's bad, it's cold outside, then I gotta go to the shop, I gotta rent all the gear, then I gotta wait in line, then I gotta get... But as soon as you start going down that hill...
Yeah, it's awesome. So worth it.
Freedom, baby.
Yeah.
But this doesn't have to be one or the other, right? We are debating whether staycations are good. That doesn't mean if you're pro staycations, don't go and travel and do any other sort of vacation.
Right.
But you have a certain amount of money, and I assume like it's not as expensive to do a staycation, but still you're going to be eating into the travel budget.
Yeah,
I guess.
If it was me,
if I had to pick, I'm going vacation over a staycation.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. But if they can't decide for whatever reason and they feel pressure because it's their anniversary, there's nothing wrong with just skipping the vacation, banking that money for the next vacation, and then just go balls out for the next one, right? Like, then you'll have double the vacation budget because you didn't go on a stupid staycation to go look at fucking Casa Loma or wherever you live.
So unlike your little staycation fuckfest, this would be a transatlantic edging, if you will.
That's right.
All right. Well, 76% of people say staycations are
good.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good?
Wait, did I get that right? Sorry. I you know what?
That seems odd to me.
That
I feel
does
like
seem
more
odd.
people
I
are
might have
pro
written it down.
staycation.
You know what I might have done?
What?
I might have written in not good because that's what I assumed, and then the poll did not reflect what I thought, and I just forgot to update it.
I mean, maybe. I think more people are pro staycation than they're against. I mean, like there are financial reasons. There's the why not reason. There's people with kids, as you mentioned, get the hell out of my own house.
Yeah.
There are people that maybe don't like the parts of travel that we talked about that we're okay with, but some people.
No. Sorry, it's at 77% say good. Sorry, 77% say good.
Do I know these people or do I know these
Staycations
people?
are good.
Wow.
Good. Glad we got that settled because accuracy is definitely the most important part of this podcast. All right, Skeets, when people need help navigating life's biggest decisions, they seek our wise counsel, and we deliver an airtight verdict. It's time to settle this. Reminder, if you need advice or have found yourself in a quandary, email us at isthisgoodpod@gmail.com. Tell us what's going on. We will help you, just like we're about to help this person. Good day, ITG crew. I'll get straight to it. I have recently been suffering from a fairly severe case of hemorrhoids. In the grand scheme of things, there are worse ailments one could suffer from, but they are quite painful and have caused me to miss a number of things, such as work, going to the gym with my gym buddy, attending a board meeting in person, etc. I wasn't sure if I should just tell people what I'm afflicted with. It is a little embarrassing, not sure why, but it is. And for example, the board meeting I was required to attend was fairly important, so I decided I would still join the meeting via Zoom. People assumed I was just sick with a cold, but clearly I wasn't, so I said I was having issues with my back. Should I have told the truth? Please settle this. Kind regards, Luke. P.S. I'm from Australia, and one of my favorite things from the starters days is when MattyO would speak in an Australian accent when imitating Lee. If my above quandary makes the cut, would you, MattyO, be so kind as to read my question out in your best Lee-style Australian accent?
Oh boy, you're gonna read this again?
No. You should have put that at the top.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
He's reading it for the first time.
Yeah, you seemed like you were reading that for the first time. I don't know how much work you put into this.
No. I've read it before. All right, here's what Lee would say if he got this request. He'd go, right. That's it.
Well, no, he would say the hemorrhoids part, and then like JD and I admittedly did, he would laugh.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, serious question. How do you think that an Australian would pronounce hemorrhoids?
That's a tough one for an Aussie.
Looking at the
Hemis.
spelling.
Hemis?
I can't make it to the grand final. I've got hemis.
I've got the butt bumps. What are hemorrhoids?
Yeah,
what are they?
Anyone have them ever? Have you had hemorrhoids?
Well, what are they?
No.
It's inflamed blood vessels in your rectum/anus, I think.
And then it hurts to sit down, I assume.
Hurts to sit. I mean, sometimes you get those donuts, people sit and say their butt doesn't touch the ground.
Yeah.
Hurts when you poop, hurts when you wipe.
How do you get it?
For this fella, it hurts at rest.
How do you get it?
Great
Stress?
question.
Over pushing?
Possibly. I know that pregnant women
Over-wiping?
get them a lot.
Huh.
Pregnant women definitely get them.
So, like, because of hormonal reasons?
Maybe the
or?
pressing of the uterus on
The anus.
I don't know. Come on. Honestly, we probably should.
My uterus is on my anus.
I don't believe I've ever had them. I've never had them to the extent where I felt like I've got hemorrhoids.
You've never had them. I know you've never had them.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
What about you?
I could tell. Who's to say?
You look like a guy that's had them.
Okay, so this is a problem. So you're embarrassed to say. You're embarrassed to say. Is what you're saying.
Well, it is embarrassing.
Okay,
Yeah,
that-
it is.
I agree with him.
I
He
I would
says,
agree with
I
that.
don't know why, but it is. I mean, it's
I'll
kind
tell
of
you
like,
why. It's in your ass.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh,
Yes,
That's it?
That's it.
That's it.
I have a problem with my ass, boss. I can't come in because of my ass.
As we
My
just
ass
proved,
hurts.
nobody knows what the hell it is and why you get it. So that's
right.
everybody going, oh, he's got hemorrhoids. Jesus. What's he doing? Sticking a candle up his butt? Like, nobody knows.
sticking a candle.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
It causes hemorrhoids, Matt. Didn't you know that?
It probably
Sticking a
does.
candle up your butt, lit or unlit?
I don't know. Nobody
that-
knows.
What are you, one of these freaks that blows out their birthday candles with their farts? Okay, I've seen those videos.
Right.
So now, like, let's say you come to work, JD, and you have pink eye.
Okay.
Or I guess you wouldn't come to work, but you say, I can't come to work, I got pink eye.
I'm coming to work with pink eye.
I've done shows with pink eye.
What the fuck? You know it's highly contagious.
I don't care. Stay out of
Why
my way.
don't you
I
care?
got work to do. Yeah, it's me we're talking
I
about.
got work to do. So,
Pink eye is one of these ones that you're right doesn't feel great to tell
No.
people either. People are like,
right, because people
somebody
go,
farted on
this
a
guy,
pillow. Yeah.
this guy just got shit in his eyes. He doesn't know how to wipe. He doesn't know how to wash his hands.
Shit in his eyes. Oh, come on.
That's how it happens.
Well, that's what
That's
people.
one of the reasons.
What's the other reason?
You got it from somebody else because it's highly
Yeah,
contagious,
don't
as you
come
said.
to fucking work.
Because everybody keeps going to work.
Okay.
Good Lord.
Okay, I just Googled causes of hemorrhoids. Many cases are thought to be caused by too much straining on the toilet
Okay.
due to prolonged constipation.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This is often due to a lack of fiber in a person's diet.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah.
It's an embarrassing condition.
It's exactly right. It's exactly
Because it's like, oh, this guy doesn't
Feels
know that
self-inflicted,
fiber comes in
unfortunately.
vegetables
Yeah.
and legumes and
Yeah.
things of that nature. He doesn't know his macros. Yeah, I do agree it's embarrassing, but it kind of inspire me because I've always said that if you are trying to get out of something, like plans or something, and someone's like, oh, what's wrong? And you say, I'm not feeling great, or I have a cold. They're probably going to hang up the phone and look at their partner and be like,
Yeah.
He's trying to get out of this.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you say I have diarrhea, people believe you.
Yeah,
so
they're like,
why
"Damn."
would he admit something as horrid as he has diarrhea? Should we add hemorrhoids to this list? Get out of jail free card. Just say
mean-
you have hemorrhoids.
But I'm like, I'd just say, be like, we're going dancing though, man. We're not sitting down.
Another reason why you shouldn't have tight pants.
That's right. Yeah. Jeez, maybe I'm gonna get hemorrhoids.
Interesting. Your pants are so tight, it caused hemorrhoids.
Yeah, diarrhea is still the move over hemorrhoids.
Diarrhea.
You
Yeah,
think so?
just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's a victimless.
Because everybody feels for you immediately. Like, oh yeah, weird that you told me. So why would you lie about that? And then two, like, oh, nobody wants that, and I don't want you around with that.
But you got to start. You got to start laying the diarrhea groundwork, Skeets, because as we've discussed, you've never had it. So you got to start saying you have it so that it's believable that you have it. Because if you called me and said, I can't come to your party, I have diarrhea, I call bullshit on you.
Wow.
I call loose
Literally.
shit on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
You're saying, did you say I have to start a diary of diarrhea? Is that what you said?
no, I said you have to lay the groundwork.
Oh, okay.
But a diarrhea
Yeah.
is an interesting concept.
Might be
He says
something there.
that people assumed he was sick with a cold, but clearly he wasn't. So he said he was having issues with his back. Like, I'm not saying you need to be a fucking master thespian, Luke, but you know how easy it is to sound like you have a cold? Here, I'll go. I'll try.
All right. Bad start.
This is settle this. So yeah, sorry, I've just been so tired. I just can't get to sleep. Just
Hold on. Can I stop you? Can
tossing,
you
turning.
pretend you have a cold in an Australian accent?
All right, mate. Oh, I hit the pub. I had too much Foster's, mate.
That's not a
That's
cold.
a
That's a
hangover, you
hangover.
idiot.
No. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. That was 2 weeks ago. I'm just giving you the history. But I was sitting next to this mate, right? He's blown into a hanky. I said to him, mate, you should really stay home. He said, I go out when I got pink eye. I'm going to go out when I have a cold.
Crikey.
All right, so anyways, it's easy to have sound. It's harder to have a cold in a foreign accent. But in your own accent, it is easy to say you have a cold.
But to be fair to Luke, saying you have a back problem is much closer to the actual condition.
Yeah, it's smart. I liked it. Yeah.
I have a back. Oh, upper or lower? Lower.
Lower.
Ooh, yeah, right there. All right, Skeets, we got to move on. It's time for the Is This Good segment, where unfortunately everything is bad. It's time to pick your poison. All right, pick your poison. Here's how it works. I'm going to give you some related options that are all bad, and you have to pick your poison. So whichever you consider the least worst option. So I got an email from a fella named Giuseppe G, and he wrote in and asked if flash mobs were good. He wanted me to do it as an Is This Good topic. And I kind of said, thought to myself, that's just bad. It's not really a great topic. But it did get me thinking about other internet fads. Okay. So the topic is old internet fads, and you have to choose one that you are going to participate in. Okay? So you got to pick your poison. I wonder, I don't know if you want to sign a contract and saying the one you pick you actually have to do.
Well, I'd love to know what they are first. I mean, my guess is like there's planking involved maybe or something. I will try my best. Whatever one I pick here and pick your poison to do. Yeah. Okay,
so these are in order of the year they were popular. So we start with the Flash Mob 2003. You're in Grand Central Station, everything looks normal. Suddenly, Footloose starts pumping. A guy that was reading the newspaper, he puts it down, he starts dancing, and oh, fuck, there's a guy with the umbrella, he's dancing too! And it's the same dance, it's crazy! And then suddenly 30 people are in on the choreo, and you say, wow, thank you for showing me that magic can happen in the most mundane of spaces.
Well, we just got done talking about how cool line dancing was, and everybody dancing the same way. Not a lot different with a flash mob.
Except that you don't sign up for a flash mob. If you're seeing line dancing, you've elected to go in.
It. Yeah.
You don't suddenly find yourself in the middle of people.
That's what makes it whimsical, JD. I didn't expect to see 30 people line dancing today.
No, but here's the difference, though. You're being filmed, and if you're the confused guy in the middle of all these people dancing, you're the mark, and you're the one that's going to look like a fool. That's all.
That's true. That's true. All right, that's Flash Mob. Number 2, we've got Planking 2011. It's pretty simple. You're just lying face down, but here's the crazy part. It's in a place you wouldn't expect to be lying down.
That is such a weird one.
Yeah,
so like you're lying face down on a kitchen counter or on a bridge or on a tiger. It's fucking crazy. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, 3, we got the Harlem Shake 2013. All right, again, this is a regular setting. It could be like a police station, a classroom, the Miami Heat locker room. The song Harlem Shake by Bauer plays. And one guy's kind of vibing as everyone around them is just kind of proceeding as normal. And then the beat drops, and we cut to all those people, and they're now dancing. We got props, we got costumes. Again, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then finally, the Mannequin Challenge from 2016. Black Beatles by Ray Shremmerd is playing.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone is frozen. And the person holding the camera is just walking through all these motionless people, and everyone's paused mid-activity. And again, it's crazy. So these are the 4 internet challenges. Flash Mob, Planking, Harlem Shake, Mannequin Challenge. Pick your poison of one to participate in.
Oh, I want to ask, do you think the Mannequin Challenge of those 4, it does look the coolest? Like when you see it. I know it's a fad and it's over, but of these other ones, I think it looked the coolest. When done correctly, it looked pretty badass.
I just saw a recent one. It looked like a recent one. It was on a plane. Like shot this year. But I always liked them. The tableau of people doing it, like it's a lot of thought goes into it, and some of them were awesome.
And just to get that many people just to not move.
Yeah.
Today's day and age.
Like, you know why? Because people love moving.
They do.
They really do.
Well, isn't that the huge thing going at Beyonce concerts right now? There's a part in one of her songs where I forget the lyrics, so don't.
Oh, everyone stops.
Yeah, everybody stops. It goes like dead quiet. That's pretty cool when it happens. So you see the clips. Nora said Atlanta did it best. That's what Beyonce said. But of these, I'm leaning towards mannequin. Like planking's the easiest.
Yeah.
But
also
arguably the
lamest.
dumbest. Yeah.
So lame.
It's so
and no
dumb.
effort. Like you didn't even put any effort in.
I'm going mannequin challenge. I'm picking my poison with that.
I agree.
Did you participate in any of these in their heydays? I bet you
we
planked.
did.
I
one.
bet we planked.
We did a mannequin challenge at the Score, didn't we?
We did?
I feel like
did?
we did, yeah.
Wow, I don't remember.
Maybe we didn't. I don't know.
Possibly it would have been cool in a studio. Yeah, that would look awesome. Yeah, I'm not doing the Harlem Shake, and I'm not doing a flash mob. Planking is, and you're right, planking is the dumbest of them somehow.
Yeah.
It's the easiest to do, but give me mannequin challenge. Feels like you're right. It's a little bit more work had to go into it. I think you can do it well. I thought it was cool. And, I don't mind that song too. So give me that.
Okay, I think honestly it's a good answer. Like if we put up a picture of you planking on the No Dunks desk right now, people would do a wellness check on you.
You think so?
If people, what the fuck is wrong with him?
I mean,
Why does he think this is?
I could do it right
maybe you
now.
should. No, not right now. You're gonna be out of frame.
Oh, okay.
But JD, take a picture of Skeets planking on the table after. We'll see if it does numbers. All right, Skeets,
So
I do
weird.
have one bonus one for you. One bonus pick your poison here.
Mm-hmm.
So these challenges got me thinking about food challenges that have happened on the internet. So here are your options. Tide Pod Challenge. So this started from the premise that Tide detergent pods looked delicious, but this challenge actually involved eating the Tide Pod. You had the Cinnamon Challenge, where you have to swallow a spoonful of powdered cinnamon without any water in 1 minute. The Gallon Challenge, drink a gallon of milk, or chug a gallon of milk, but you cannot puke for an hour after. Spoiler alert. You will probably puke. Or Mentos and Diet Coke, starting from the experiment of you put Mentos, Diet Coke, it explodes. But then this evolved into putting the Mentos in your mouth and then chugging Diet Coke, and of course, seeing if your head exploded.
Oh my god.
Do you
I
remember
didn't
when
know that
everyone's
part. I didn't know the
head was exploding?
Well, I didn't know the part where I knew the Mentos in the Coke and it explodes. I didn't know people were like trying to drink it.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say put it up your butt. It helps cure hemorrhoids or something like that.
I mean, to say that they're trying to drink it is.
I mean, it's
It's basically
explodes
just
in
to
their
see
mouth.
them see it spraying out of their nose. Really, I mean that's the bit.
So I'm supposed to pick one of these.
Yeah, you got to do one of these.
I'm not doing the Tide one. That's insane. That's dangerous. I assume.
You assume?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I would assume it's dangerous.
What was the second one you said?
Cinnamon Challenge.
Okay, that's pretty harmless. And then we obviously had this Diet Coke. And what was the third one? Sorry.
Gallon
Gallon.
Challenge.
Oh,
chugging
well, I
it
mean,
out
I've
of milk.
You've done
I've
it.
done a version of that on air.
A worse version, I would say.
Yeah.
Because it was eggnog.
Oh my.
But do you think you had a gallon of it?
I had a lot of it, man. I don't know if it was a gallon, but I had a ton of it.
Pretty
I've done it
close.
twice, to be honest.
Yeah.
I did it back in the Score days, and then I did it when we were on Starters.
Yeah.
And that one, I had the shakes, man, driving home. Like I was like my body was
from the sugar.
sugar. And I puked
Yeah.
as we were going off the air, so
Yeah.
I'm not doing that again.
Okay.
I'll go cinnamon. I'd try it. I don't think I've ever tried it.
That's honestly very, very dangerous on account
The
of your
cinnamon?
esophagus.
Really?
Yeah, because you can't breathe in it. I actually.
Oh wow.
It can get caked up there as well, maybe.
No, I get.
Yeah.
It.
It's
I
not
got a
good.
lot of saliva.
I think the correct answer is Mentos and Diet Coke, because
Oh, that one's. I'm gonna make a mess though.
Yeah.
If I'm outside,
So do
okay.
it outside.
Okay, yeah. If I'm
get,
outside,
get on your pork and beans. You know. There's a music video with Weezer, Pork and Beans, where they did that. It's not important. All right, Skeets. There's only one last thing to do on the final summer of dunks. Can you believe it?
I can't.
Okay, you say no.
No.
Yeah, well, it's time for subjective trivia. All right, subjective trivia. It's just like regular trivia, except only I know the answer. So, Skeets, we started the show talking about how, due to running, your calves blew up and they burst through all your pants. So, today's
Incredible
question
Hulk style.
is, which part of my body do I wish was bigger?
Dick.
Here are your options. My butt, my hands, my biceps, or my pecs.
Butt, hands, biceps,
Biceps,
Pecs.
pecs.
Ooh, this is tough.
Okay, it's not bicep because he's been showing those
Joe,
off.
first
Been
of all,
showing guns, yeah.
are you proud of me for my restraint for not saying penis?
Yeah.
Very,
I
very
mean,
proud.
Yeah,
Very
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
yeah. Okay, you're removing. You said biceps right away.
I'm saying that it's not biceps. His
Yeah.
biceps look great right
I think you're right. We can take that one off the board. We had pecs, hands, and what was the first one?
Butt.
Butt. I don't think he's going butt.
Yeah.
No.
I think he's happy with that little butt.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't have a.
Guy's been doing a lot of Pilates.
I mean, the more butt, the more chances of hemorrhoids is what I think happens too.
You're right.
It's a more area.
No, because I think the more power you could push it through easier. And you don't have to strain.
Interesting. Let's remove it anyway.
Yeah.
So we're down to hands and we're down to pecs.
Hands and pecs.
Man.
Again, this guy's been working out like a fiend.
Yeah, but everybody always wants bigger pecs.
You're right.
Tough muscle to build up.
Yes.
Um,
But he's been doing a lot. I think it's hands.
you think he's gonna go hands?
I'm going hands.
You see them a lot. You know, the pecs are under his shirt.
I've seen him with
He's
his
he's
shirt
always
off.
wanted to dunk.
You've seen him try to palm a basketball.
That's true. Okay, okay, yeah. It's one of
mean-
those two, so I think let's go hands. We're locking in hands.
I can be talked out of hands.
No, let's do it.
You wanna do it?
Hands.
All right.
Hands.
I hate to end the summer of dunks on this note. And call me a basic bitch, but biceps.
Oh my God! We removed it
You,
immediately.
you took it out too quick.
But his
because
Your guns are good,
Give
bro.
us those guns. Go show us the guns.
What do you want?
they're not good.
What do you want?
It's an illusion.
You're
There's
selfish.
nothing here. How flabby are the shit
I can't even
is.
look at your biceps. I'm only looking at your hands.
I know, but like, it's
kidding.
gonna be weird for me to have like Bomani Jones style hands
Fingers,
on
like
this
long fingers, yeah.
body. Yeah. And pecs, I don't
Oh,
like
I
the
thought you'd
idea
go pecs.
of big bodybuilder pecs like straining against the front of my t-shirt. I don't
Right.
like that.
You don't wanna
And
be able
butt,
to
I
make
was
your-
blessed with a perfect butt.
Yeah, you don't want your pecs to be able to that move where you can go get them.
No,
Nodding
no.
at people?
And frankly, there's a lot of movements like bench press or any kind of pressing that push-ups that does work at least
Yeah.
partially on the pecs. But like I do kind of more just general holistic workouts, and I'm not sitting there going like curling a dumbbell to do my biceps because I feel like it's not a compound movement. It's just working your biceps, and then I always feel silly doing it.
Yeah, but it's part of a larger workout. Like
Yeah.
you
Not
go
really,
to the
because
gym
your
and
biceps
you
are
pump
not
some
really important in the grand scheme of things. It's like
for
backs.
Well, they are to you
chest.
apparently.
If you go to just go to a
Well, that's I
regular-
want them without having to work out to get them. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
see.
Okay.
Just get a pair of dumbbells at the house there. Just start lifting, curling butch.
Yeah, the cats.
Yeah, 2 cats. You got 2 cats.
One in each arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's my answer.
Okay. Well, we got it wrong.
So
That
you
sucks.
would have been a pecs man?
I think I would have maybe been a biceps man. Biceps or
Oh,
pecs for sure. One of those
Yeah,
two.
Same.
Yeah, maybe pecs.
Also, biceps, even though they're not that important, are a funny proxy for people thinking you have a good body. Because like if you're at the pool and you're, drinking from a glass, and you got a big bicep popping up, you're like, "Whoa, that guy's in shape."
I mean-
But you're only saying that because you never take off your shirt. If you took off your shirt and you had
I'm wearing
awesome,
short sleeves, JD. You could see my biceps.
right? But if you took off your shirt and you had awesome pecs, or if you had really big biceps but no pecs, they'd be like, "What the hell's going on with that guy? That guy jerks off a lot or something." Like
I should pick.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah. I should pick butt if I'm being honest. Like I have
that's
very flat butt, but I don't care.
Honestly, another reason to get bigger pants because it won't be as noticeable that you have a flat butt.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. I gotta go shopping, eh?
All right, we got to close down the summer of dunks so Skeets can go shopping.
Yeah. Can
And
I
I'm
say
gonna
something?
Go
Though? I want to
Yeah.
give you a trivia question to end this because we were talking staycation, and I
Yeah.
knew that was going to be a topic before heading over here. And I started thinking, like, when did that come into the lexicon? Who created that?
staycation.
When did that start?
Yeah, good question.
Uh-huh.
I looked it up, and the internet has a particular television show that's been credited with starting staycation. I
Really?
didn't know if you guys knew this. That's a pretty good trivia
didn't.
question if we believe what Wikipedia is telling me. Yeah. Any guesses? I'll tell you this: Canadian television show.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Like produced in Canada or just
produced in Canada.
What year are we talking?
I believe they said it on the show in 2015, I want to say. Oh, no.
Whoa, that's late.
Wait.
That can't be right.
Hold on.
I think you might have just...
Hold on.
See, look, it's not so easy doing this show. I
No,
said it
but
off the
okay,
top.
now I see the show ran from 04 to 09, so maybe I had that wrong. Who the heck started?
I want to say Trailer Park Boys?
No. Now, I bet this is a show that none of us watched. And it was very very popular, like in Canada.
Corner Gas.
That's correct.
Really?
Corner Gas.
Wow.
Yep.
Just a couple of hose heads, a couple of hosers,
Brent
going out for
Butt?
a rip,
It was-
having a staycation.
Okay, I had my years wrong. Not 2015. 2005. Brent Butt
Yeah.
coined the term apparently staycation. Brent Butt.
Brent Butt has a lot of hemorrhoids.
Very happy with the size of his butt.
Yeah, and that's a nice little trivia for everybody out there. Apparently, Brent Butt
Okay.
from Corner Gas, 2005, created the term staycation.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I guess I
world.
never really put this together. Brent Butt, Corner Gas. I mean,
Yeah.
no wonder that show was
Did any of you guys didn't watch it, right?
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Not
All right.
They made an animated version.
Yeah.
I think it's airing now, actually.
Cartoon Gas.
Yeah.
All right, Skeets, where can people find you?
Find me at JE Skeets on the X, on the Instagram. Follow us at No Dunks Inc. INC on the end. On the X's, on the Instagrams, on the TikToks, and YouTube, of course. Season right around the corner. Come join us every day, Monday through Friday, as we break down the NBA games and, all the storylines surrounding the drama of that league. So, yeah.
Well, I, for one, am excited for you to get back to basketball podcasting and give me something to listen to every day.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be here in a hurry.
Yes.
It's right around the corner.
Yes,
hey,
it's close.
And that's why, great segue. That's why we're leaving the feed. We're going back to our own feed. If you're listening to this on the No Dunks feed, please subscribe to Is This Good? Wherever you listen, you'll get this show every week with a cool and funny or hot and sexy guest? Or
It was a cool and, was it just, what did I say? Cool and great?
cool and great.
Too weird.
If you want to
things
hear
say.
people that are both cool and great, subscribe to Is This Good wherever you listen to podcasts. Check us out Patreon, patreon.com/isthisgood. And send me emails at isthisgoodpod@gmail.com. Skeets, thank you so much for coming. Thanks for coming on every week. No, just kidding. Other people came on too. Thanks to JD. Thanks to No Dunks for letting us share their feed. We've really appreciated it.
This was like a
Thanks.
staycation, basically, for you guys.
In a sense.
A
In a sense,
podcast
it was.
staycation, and it was great. Now you guys can get out of here.
Yeah.
I got to clean the
sense.
sheets. There's probably bed bugs.
Oh, yeah. We definitely left
In
it.
here,
There's
there's definitely bed bugs.
Definitely bed bugs and blood. And if JD's been in there, other fluids. Thanks in advance for leaving a 5-star review for everyone. I'm Matt Austin, and this was good. We'll see you next week.